everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel SAP MM by DT. Today we have a new topic. We will try to understand and learn this topic, that is SAP System Landscape. Let me write here topic name SAP System Landscape. What is landscape? What does mean by landscape? Okay, landscape is nothing but the arrangement arrangement of servers. Landscape is nothing but arrangement of servers. Okay, so few people calls the landscape as a server. Few people call it as a system. For our understanding, we will call it as a server. Okay, this is our server, or we can say it as a system, or say as a landscape. So, whenever work in any implementation project, support project, it's our responsibility to understand the customer's landscape or customer server system. Okay, so SAP always recommends to have three-tier landscape or a three-tier server system. Okay, so this server or landscape consists of three servers. Okay, first is a development server. Development server. Just I'll just put some diagram here. SAP have three servers. This is my, I can say, development server. This is my development server, correct? Now, the second server is quality server. QUALIT1, quality server. And the last one is a production server. These three servers consist of SAP System Landscape. These are at least SAP recommends at least to keep these three servers. When you are going to implement any project, then SAP recommends to have these three server: development server, quality server, production server. Okay. Sometimes SAP recommends three servers, but sometimes as per client, means customer business requirement or his budget requirement, they can go also to tier landscape also. Okay. So in production server will be there only. They will include both the server in a single server. Okay. So instead of keeping these two server, development quality server, they only have one server here and production server. Okay. So whatever the development work and quality work, they will perform in a single server. So this we will understand what exactly this server consists of. Okay. So where do consultant do configuration? Where do they test whatever the configuration they have done? Okay. So first thing, we have to understand why SAP recommends three servers. Why they are not recommending only one server? Okay, they can go for only production server also, right? They instead of keeping these three servers, as per if the client budget is very low, they can directly create one server. Okay, but it is not a good practice to have only one server. Why? Let's understand. Let's suppose one end user is working on a production server. He encounters some error. Okay, now what he will do? He will approach to his seniors, and SAP consultant from SAP partner team will come and will understand the issue, and he will do some configuration. There is high possibility after changing the configuration, it will impact the other setting also. Okay, so sometime it will crash the production server. To avoid this scenario, SAP always recommends to have three-tier landscape system. Okay, so whatever the configuration you have to do in development server. You have to perform the unit testing inside the development server. And once you are satisfied with the development server, you will release those objects or release those configuration to the next server, that is quality. Once the configuration in quality server, the business team, the customer team will come and check all the configuration. They will run their business processes in quality server. Once they are satisfied, then all the configuration will move to the or they will release to the next production server. So this is the high level discussion. Now we will see the what exactly this development server consists of. Okay, so in a development server, we have number of clients. Please try to understand. I am using different terminology. First, I use the landscape word. The alternate word for the landscape is a server or system. Okay. Now, inside this development server, we have three clients. What are those clients? Let's understand. First is a golden client. Okay. What's the purpose of this golden client? For time being, we say it is a 100 number. Being consultant, it's your responsibility to configure the client business processes under the golden client in the development side. Config. You have to do the config here. Now, whatever the configuration you've done in the golden client, you have to test them. You cannot test inside the golden client. Okay. So you have to test them. For that purpose, SAP provided the different client that is named as testing client. For time being, we say it is as a 110. It is as a test to test the perform to test the configuration. Okay, so these two clients inside the development server are dedicated for the functional consultant. Okay, now this is for functional side. Now what about the technical side? So there is one more client inside, that is ABAP client. ABAP client. Let's say it is 120 to do the development development activities. Okay. So inside this client, ABAP client, what ABAP person do, they will do their configuration and they will test inside this ABAP client only. Okay. So now this is the development servers client. Okay. These are three clients inside the development server. What are those? Golden client, testing client, and ABAP client. Now there is one more concept. One more we have to understand one concept here. When we do the configuration in the golden client, we have to save somewhere. Okay, SAP provided the transport request. Okay, in the transport request, imagine transport request is nothing but a truck. Okay, which carries different objects. All the configuration are saved in this truck. Now, now we have to move those the truck from golden client to the testing client. Okay, sorry. Once that truck move from golden to testing, all the configuration will be visible inside this testing client and you can perform the testing. Okay. Once you satisfied all the testing are correct as per business requirement, you will release that truck. I'm not saying moving, I'm saying release the truck. What is a truck in our scenario? It is transport request. This is a different concept. In our upcoming session, we will understand the transport request concept. But for time being, understand this transport request is here is your truck. Now, this truck will release. This truck will leave this development server and comes to the quality server. Now, inside the quality server, as per customer requirement, they have either one or two clients. Client one is dedicated for integration testing and user acceptance testing. That means UAT. And client two is for end user training, or they have only one client, and they will perform integration testing, UAT, and end user training into single client of quality server. Once the quality server activities are performed, and once the business is accepted all those things, you are good to move those or sorry, you are good to move those configuration to the next server, that is production server. Okay, and inside this production client is there. Production client is here. Okay. So once the all the configurations are inside the production server, then end user perform their day-to-day activities inside this production server. Okay. Now we have understood the development server, quality server, and production server. Okay. Development server. Now we have completed. We have understood the landscape, SAP system landscape. That is development server, quality server, production server. In the next upcoming session, we will definitely learn what is the transport request, how we can move the TR, that transport request from one client to another client under the same landscape, and how we can release the TR from one server to another server. Okay, this we will see in upcoming sessions. Now, one more thing I need to tell here. You are working in an implementation project. We have to do all the unit testing inside the development server. Okay, where we do the unit testing in the development server, where in the testing client. Now, in the quality server or QA client, we will perform the integration testing, and user acceptance testing, and one more thing, that is end user testing. These three testing are performed in the quality server. Okay, that's it for today. We have understood the concept of SAP system landscape. Always SAP recommends three-tier landscape system. Okay, don't forget to subscribe our channel SAP Medity and hit the bell icon to get the new videos. Thank you very much.